The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. That's complete to McCaffrey. And some space here. And down to the 11. A big play there for Carolina.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall from 13 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and 10, Newton buying time to his left. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Newton. And the Raiders have got him. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Newton. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find Richard here underneath. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Here's Carr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he can't escape, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. The shotgun snap for Newton. And this one's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football and gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. On the move to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Throwing now is Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Newton on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now a play fake. Carr. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Carr now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 41 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second down and 4, Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give him some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This for the lead in the final stages. Carlson able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries squeeze one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards to go on second down. Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Carr going to look to throw. It's a screen to Richard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there for the Raiders. Back to throw, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last throw here for Newton. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the games.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First down now, run with McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Byron Pringle, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. It's caught right side by Daniels. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. No score after one on EA Sports. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Murray escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Short-term memory.
And move on to the next series.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give. This is McKinnon. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Murray off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this one is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes being chased out left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Daniels on the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Daniels on the return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. First down, Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 27, Murray escaping the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Edmonds. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
It would be really easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this pass.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mahomes will throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They go play action now with McSorley. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.